Hello everybody and welcome to another Rise of Kingdoms video. Appreciate you guys joining me on my channel today. If you like the content, please feel free to subscribe, hit that like button. Much appreciated. What I would like to do today is walk you guys through my account when it comes to equipment. What are the benefits? What are the drawbacks? How achievable it is, as well as the strategy I use to obtain the equipment that I currently have, which I will walk you through today. Hopefully, it is something that you guys will enjoy and would love to come back and watch the next one. Smash that like button if you enjoy this content. Appreciate it. Thank you. So, let's begin. This is currently some of the gear sets that I have. I have 3 that I am currently working on. 1, I would say, is complete. I am going to further try and talent some pieces on this set. This is my set I currently run on my Nevsky. This is a damage base set. I'm going for max damage, which is attack. As you can see here, my attack is pretty high. Defense, no health. And that is counterintuitive to most players. Most players want to focus on health, etc. Me understanding that Nevsky is a damage dealer, his role in the game is DPS. So it makes sense to me to actually focus on the strongest attack set that I can build for whichever march I'm going to pair with him. When it comes to my XY, I went the exact opposite route. Lots of people target XY on the battlefield, so what I did was focus on health. As you can see, no attack really. Strong defense, strong health. This is kind of counterintuitive. Most people would want to keep a complete set together. The benefits, drawbacks from a complete set. These are the benefits of a complete set. If you have a complete set, you get an additional 6% damage, 6% defense for that set cavalry. I'm speaking of cavalry only because that's the player I am. Versus breaking the set up, getting max health you can get out of the set, as well as defense. So I still get a 2-piece bonus, and that 2-piece bonus give me extra health, 3%, which is very important when it comes to XY. He needs health. Whereas Nevsky, again, more important for me to have attack. The reason I built this way is most people will attack Nevsky when you see him. Having an extra 2%, the 2-piece bonus of 3% health really goes a long way. But more important to me was the counterattack damage that Nevsky does and having an extra 3% on that of that counterattack. Again, you're going to be targeted by multiple marches. The more attack you have and the more counterattack you have, the more damage you do back to the marches without AoE. Now that we've seen the 2 major sets, this is my epic set. And I am working on this slowly because with the 2 powerful marches, you don't really need as much on this one. My goal is to have 3 full legendary sets by the start of next KVK. I'll walk you through how I intend to do so. One of the things that most players don't take into account is understanding the timing of the game. If you're a free to play player slash low spender, your currency is time. What does that mean? Understanding to get bang for the buck. Here is how I did mine. I start out by, I buy the $10 a month daily supply. As you can see, I have 86 days remaining. I don't buy this every month, but when I have the ability to, normally around recharge events, I will spend the $10. That gets you that first crate. I'll spend 10 here and I might buy one of these. So using your recharge events when they show up to actually purchase is the best bang for the buck when it comes to, again, low spenders slash free to play. I consider $10 a month free to play. It's not truly free to play, but that $10 is nothing compared to the amount that other players spend. How to achieve getting a set. What I buy out every day, again, understanding your currencies when it comes to Rise of Kingdom. I spend food every week to buy these out. Anything that I can spend gatherable resources on, I spend to buy out the VIP shop. The second thing I do is focus on this here. With $10 a month, within 6 months, you should have a full set. If you buy this out every week, it'll cost you roughly 40,000 gems a month to buy this out. Once you have a complete set and you've already unlocked it, the next thing I do is I don't continue to buy this. I am no longer buying this, but what I am buying now is this. Resource. Resources give you, pick one choice chests, give you the ability to expedite the amount of legendary equipment pieces you can forge. The other thing I do is save my keys, and I only open them on the following KVK. Since I am finishing up a KVK currently, all of the keys I accumulate from now till next KVK will be saved, and I'll open them starting roughly I'd say a week before KVK. I start to gear up for my equipment. One of the things that's important, and the reason why I focus on one set and one type of set, is when it comes to the blacksmith, which type of materials you're always producing. I have no need to produce any of these other than the leather. Leather is mostly what's used for cavalry equipment, so I focus only on that. And because of that, I am not bouncing between multiple types of materials at the blacksmith. I'll always have appropriate amount of materials to achieve my goal, essentially. So we've walked through how I've actually achieved the sets I have, where to get the sets you have, and the focus. Now what I would like to do is show some results with the equipment I have versus other players without equipment, and kind to see how beneficial this strategy is. It doesn't make sense for me as a free-to-play player slash low spender to jump around from equipment to equipment. I do have infantry commanders, but I do not focus on them. I started this account as an infantry player, but realized that the resources and the tankiness of infantry doesn't necessarily bode too well for open field. Yes, you're tanky, but you're losing a lot of troops to severely wounded. So I switched from infantry to cavalry. I change civilizations roughly 4 times a year. And if, for the astute of you in the audience, that would be roughly every KVK. What do I change to? As a civilization, you mainly want to be Germany when you don't have battles going on, that's off season, that's end of KVK, beginning of KVK, when there's no real fighting. I switched to Germany. Germany gives you tons of action points. It allows you to use action points as your currency. As a free-to-play low spender, that is your currency. While in KVK, what I like to switch to is France. I tried Byzantium twice, and I'll give you the reasons for it. So Germany gives you increased cavalry attack by 5%, troop training speed by 5%, as well as action recovery points by 10%, which is a free-to-play player, that is kind of your bread and butter. You love that. You need that. France. Why I switched to France during battle. This here is the most important aspect of the civilizations that are available currently in 2022 when it comes to mid to low spenders. It is counterintuitive as a cavalry player for me to switch to France. I don't get a special unit. I'm getting gathering wood speed 10%. I don't use wood. I don't use infantry. But this here is the key. This 20% healing speed makes a big difference. This allows you to accumulate more speed ups. This is currently my speed up count since KVK has ended, or since we've taken a Great Ziggurat. All of the speed ups you see here for training are speed ups I've accumulated over the past week. All of these also over the last week. I zeroed all of these. I was 0 here and 0 on this top row, and I had 2,000 left here. Generally, before I go into KVK, I have roughly 10,000 1 hour, somewhere in the range of 200 here, somewhere in the range of 70 here. This is normally 1,000. This is normally 200 to 300. This here is normally 5 to 10,000. The way to keep speed ups and to be able to accumulate them is simply what I just said. During battle, you have to switch. When you know you're going into a fight, you switch to a civilization. Yes, you lose some when it comes to your special unit type, or when it comes to a gathering resource that actually benefits you. One of the reasons I switched to Byzantium was Byzantium gives you something very unique. I don't see a lot of Cav players play as Byzantium, but if you play as Byzantium, what you get instead of the speed ups is you get health. So you get increased health, cavalry health by 5%, stone gathering speed, which is a resource you need, and you get hospital capacity. This is the next best civilization to me, and this is only my personal experience from playing as a cavalry player. If you're gathering with your main account and you don't have farms, this here helps you out a lot. You're gathering a resource that you need, you have hospital capacity, and you have health. So to me, that is better than any of the other civilizations you can choose from as a free-to-play player. This is how I play. One of the other things that I focus on when not in a combative state, in KVK, out of KVK, is I gather as much gold as I can, when I can. I like to use what's called a battle buddy system. If you've been in the military, you understand what that means. Everybody have a battle buddy. I have 2 battle buddies. One of my battle buddies is an infantry player. The other's an archer player. How does this benefit me? Okay, the first thing is archers use no food when it comes to training, healing, etc. They use stone, wood, gold. I trade all my wood to archer and infantry players for stone and food. So because I don't need to gather as much stone or food, what I generally do is I gather more gold and I do gather a lot of food. But I don't gather any wood at all. I entered this KVK with more than 6 billion in wood, and I've given a ton away. Currently, this is where I am as far as resources. All of this was completely zero. This is all I've accumulated over the past 6 days. So the past week or so, there is no need for me to do anything when it comes to wood. So I don't gather wood. I just give it away. I don't use it. I am no longer building. I'm no longer upgrading. Wood is useless to me. So what I use my wood for is to purchase things and to give to other players who it benefits. Back to equipment. The equipment sets I have all come from patience and focusing on one type of unit, one type of commander, and one type of equipment. As you can see, patience pays off. With that said, I'm going to bring the video to a close. I appreciate you guys joining me today. It is very helpful, feedback, etc. If you agree or disagree, let me know down in the comments. Don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one.